Hey, for my local scrapbook store, I picked out a few things last week, and then I actually picked them up on Tuesday because I taught a class there, which was really exciting, and I'll show you what I did the class on later. But I picked up the piercing mat for the So Easy. They haven't had this in stock for a while, and I'd picked up the actual tool, but then not the mat, and not realizing that it didn't work as well without the mat. I thought I had something else that would work, and I didn't, so I picked up the mat, because I finally had it back in stock. And then I also picked up the new We Are Memory Keepers line, Très Elegant. And so here are the cameos. Let me see if I can get these up close for you all, and not shake the camera. So you have a lady here. I don't know if you can hear me try and move the light. That seems a little better. So there's a little lady there, or the profile of a lady. Looks like flower. I keep hitting the camera, sorry. A little bird, flowers, and then the lady. And so you've got the different colors. So these are more kind of pinkish rose, and these are kind of like a green, really light green, light yellow color. So I picked those up, and then I picked up the little 4x6 pad so that I can use it in my scrapbook album, because I have those Pages Made Easy that are made by the We Are Memory Keepers. I have these. So I thought these were really good to put in there. I love the cherry blossoms. So just really quick, I know I kind of flipped really quickly through the other parts, but these are just really nice, and I guess they meant this as a wedding collection, to happily ever after, but I thought I could use it for other stuff. And then I bought the little dollar stamps, and these I thought would be fun to stamp on either chipboard buttons or make my own paper buttons or something, but I thought these were really fun patterns. And then I bought the little borders, and of course I had to buy the little cherry blossoms. And then I also bought the little note journaling spot because I liked the border on here. And then I bought some of the pearls. These are the decorative pearls. And you get a little string, because then what you can do is, and I don't know if you all can see this, you can kind of lay the string down and then put the pearls on top of it, and it looks like it's an actual string of beads that you've placed on the paper. So I thought that was a neat idea. And then I picked up some of the Kaisercraft journaling tags for that new kitchen collection. And here's what it looks like on the back. I don't know if you all can see that. But I thought those would be fun for some journaling, or some recipe cards. And then I picked up, of course, some paper, and like I needed paper. But here, this is Cherry Blossom from the We Are Memory Keepers, and this is flocked. It's so cool. And it doesn't have a back because it's that kind of the specialty paper. But then here's this paper, and this is the, does this one have a name? I'm sure it does. But it looks like buttons. Or just, you know, you've got the circles with the decorative insides. And so here's the back. And you've got this, the big kind of damask pattern. And here's the back again. And then the borders, which I thought would be fun to cut up or use these little elements. Here's the back of that, the polka dots. Oh, so it says, these are a few of my favorite things. You've got all the circles with the decorative centers. It says, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. If you hear anything, that's my cats. There's only one happiness in life, to love and be loved. If you know what love is, it is because, if I know what love is, it is because of you, and that's Herman Hesse. And they lived happily ever after. It's always better when we're together. Live well, laugh often, love much. You are so beautiful to me. So those are kind of fun little borders. This kind of cool looking pattern. And then the back, I bought it really so I could cut it up for the 6x6 album that I've started putting papers in, but actually haven't done anything with. And then I just love this with the ledger, and then the image right here. And actually they had a cool sample, or idea from, I believe it's from We Are Memory Keepers, where somebody had cut this out and then they placed it down on on their layout. So I thought that was neat. And so their stuff was right here, but this was kind of like an element on there. And here's the back side. So I bought two, either so I can cut up the front or I can cut the back down. And then there's this sheet, which has the fun borders, or border strips, I guess. Then here's the back side with the 6x6. And then there's this pattern. And here's the back side, and you've got brown dots now instead. And then I really like this one with the leaves. And then on the back, again, you've got the 6x6 pattern. So I thought those were neat. And then, of course, I had to pick up the crepe paper line. And, or lines, I guess. I bought bits here and there. This is the, oh, you all know which line this is. I can't think off the top of my head, but I love these little spots that you can cut them out. Portrait collection. So I love the idea of being able to cut these up and use these on stuff. Or use them as cards or use them as embellishments. And then, sorry, I keep hitting the thing the camera's on. And then you have this is the girl collection, I believe. Yeah, the Emma shop. And I was going to get a 6x6 of these papers, but they didn't have any more, of course. The little 6x6 stacks. And then I bought this one. I love the wood grain on here, but then I also love the kind of crossword looking thing. And that is the Emma shop. And then from the toy box, I believe, the boy version basically. Here are the journaling cards or spots or embellishments or whatever you want to use them for. So it's the toy box collection. And this is the portrait collection again. I like the calendars, that's cool. And then I really like, this is so neat with the wood grain, and then you've got all the great designs on it. And here's the back. This is the portrait collection. That one's called Bridesmaids. Let's see. The other one was called June, I believe. I picked up this sheet of the spring market. It was on sale, or it was on clearance. I thought this would be fun. Or I could use this side, but I could use it on one of my die storage things in. And then I bought the chipboard elements for the portrait collection. I thought I would use these the most. The other ones, of course, are adorable, but didn't really know what I would use them for, because I haven't tackled yet, although I have pictures from when I was younger. I haven't decided to tackle that yet. So I love all the different elements. Okay, and so the project, sorry about the hitting the camera. The project that I work on, this is not my idea. I got this from somebody else on YouTube, which I really appreciate. But to make I had to call this something, so I called it Card Keeper. On the original one I'd made, it said cards, but basically you open it up, so that's chipboard that I've covered. And you've got pockets where you can you've got the calendar, and then you can write people's birthdays or anniversaries or whatever in here. And then you can store the cards in there. So I've got the whole year. And so this was with the Stella and Rose collection from My Mind's Eye. So these are the cards I had made to go along with it, and this was all using the 6 pieces of paper for the inside, and then the 2 pieces of paper for the outside, and it was all scraps basically that I made the cards with. So here's this one, and I've got some stickles on here. I don't know if you can tell, but that's popped up. Okay. And I was kind of also trying to stay within a certain budget so the class wouldn't get too ridiculous and people wouldn't take it because it was overpriced. And this, of course, I embossed with the Divine Swirls on the Cuddle Bug. but all of the cards were made with all of the scraps, so it was a good way to use up the scraps. And then of course there was more scraps that they could use later on. And so this one I put stickles in the center of the flowers, and then I put glossy accents on some of the flowers. So there's kind of some dimension to it. So I only made 4 cards, so it'd be kind of easy and quick. And that just, of course, just fell off because these are adhered with photo corners so that you can take this out and change it when it's a new year. So this can stay as kind of like a perpetual calendar. Is that the right word, perpetual? Well, anyway, you can change the calendar out from year to year, so you're not stuck with just 1 year. It's not a one-time use thing, but you can get into all of these pockets. Alright, and then there's the back. And I did have to change this a little from my original idea because they actually ran out of the paper I'd used for the covers. I'd used that really cool kind of blue greenish one. But I like the way that this turned out because I love these flowers. And then this looks pretty cool with it. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Bye.